Hey guys, this is Manny Knight, aka the Serial Doodlist, and today is a bonus video and a sketchbook tour. Hey guys, so I'm back again with a brand new Sunday video, which was a bonus video that I've been promising for a long time. I recently have come to the end of this sketchbook that I've had for a few months now. I got it, I think, about way back in winter time, maybe, and I've been like casually going back and forth, just sketching a lot of things in it, and I can say it's finally finished. So today I'm just going to go through a short tour and show you all the sketches that's in this book. A lot of these sketches that you're going to see have been on my Instagram and have been featured on a couple of my YouTube videos. So let's get right into it. This is a Canson Artist Series drawing book, and the color is, I believe, off-white cream, and it's about 9 by 12 in size. I'm not quite sure. I got this for like $5 at Michael's on the sale. So right here in the beginning it has my name, Serial Doodlist Sketchbook, and it has a Sleeping Prinny from the Disgaea series, or Die Saga. I call it Die Saga, but I know it's Disgaea. And, you know, it's just some quick stuff. Final Fantasy style drawing that was done in color pencil. This anime girl here at a bathhouse, she was actually one of the first things I really practiced with Ohuhu markers with. And if you guys want to know and check out my experience with Ohuhu markers, you can check up here in the corner. It'll have both videos to that experience and me doing a full-fledged review. This is also with the Ohuhu markers. It's Chaos from Final Fantasy done in ink, just straight ink. No, I don't think there's that many pencil lines, maybe on the top for the wings, but I decided to just ink a lot of it down. It's like a chibi Chaos. Here is going to be a couple of drafts of like some anime girl that I was working on that I just couldn't get the figure right. So I did a couple until I was somewhat satisfied. And there's like another draft here, and another draft here. Usually when I'm sketching, I'll do like several drafts if I'm really into it. It's something that I go back and forth with, but now more than ever, I really do take the time to just draft something non-stop, because like you can really learn a lot from your process, and you can like just create different, I wouldn't say styles, but I would say like different versions of the art that you can now then choose from. This is like a comic scene from the video game Ys, and it's an adult Christian and a girl. It's also from the anime series of it. I was watching it and was inspired, so I decided to replicate the scene. Them on a tree looking at the water. This is actually fun. This is actually a printed out world map of my comic book series that I'm going to be talking a little bit more about way later on in the future, on future YouTube videos. And this is a World of Sekai Western region of my comic that's called Magna AX. You guys will learn more about it as this channel goes on. Here, just some doodles of Batman beating up some bad guys, descending from the sky, looking like a huge bat, and the guy's like, oh no. You know, a lot of this is just me jumping from like comic style to like maybe normal style to like manga style, because that's like a big influence, all three. I try to fuse all three in my work, along with typography and design. And I'm just experimenting with just watercolors, markers, and mostly inks. I don't think there's going to be that much watercolor, if not any, but I'm sure there has to be something in here. Here's a sketch of a one-shot idea that I had, literally called One Shot, with some notes. Just loose sketch here. Nice big bust sketch here of Adult Christian from the YS series, actually, again. Sometimes I leave pages blank so I can come back and sketch again. Like, no sketchbook is fully finished, and I don't believe in like creating final level masterpieces in sketchbooks. At least for me, my philosophy is sketchbooks are no different from a writer who has a journal or a diary. You know, they're your intimate works that you choose to share with people, and I choose to share my stuff with you. So you'll see a lot of just ideas and practices. That's actually my OC original character. His name is Sato, and these are just like quick doodles and then like a serious sketch of him. I've been drawing him for like 15 years, but I'm recently going through a character revamp for the modern times, and I just wasn't satisfied with his old design. Here's just a random comic I was working on, and pretty much some notes to myself about just working on comic scenes more and adding backgrounds by hand instead of like digitally. Here's my original character Sato again with some notes about what I can work on daily, how to make it look better. Like this chin is way too big. I don't like the way it looks. I'm kind of okay with the hair, but I'm just not a fan of the side profile of his face, so that can do a lot more work. Here is my original character Hana, and there's also like more notes on her. Funny thing is I was really rusty, so usually when I have like sketch days or I'm just drawing for myself, I'll leave notes to myself about like how I was feeling about the art, what I can change about the art, what I did like, what I didn't like. I wouldn't say analytical about my art, but I forget things a lot, so it's good to like leave notes. Because one time I was working on a drawing and I just didn't know what to do with it, so I went through a couple of my old sketchbooks for inspiration, and I actually found the answer to what I was looking for in terms of hair in that previous sketchbook with notes. So it's always good to bookmark. Here is me practicing with Ohuhu markers again, using swatches, experimentation with water and spreading it out. I think this is also one of the very few pieces of watercolor in the book. I know this top portion is Ohuhu. Also, another thing I usually do with my sketchbooks are I have a lot of loose illustrations and drawings laying around and doodles that I really like and I don't want to lose. Right now my filing system is a little hectic and I have a lot of art like everywhere. So stuff I really like or stuff that I'm interested in drawing again, I'll tape to a current sketchbook. So this is actually taped. It's a Prinny again from the Disgaea series. It's just throwing some watercolors in and just mixing it with Sharpie markers actually. These are Sharpies. And this is done on watercolor paper. This one here is actually Mary Jane with some lighter colors, just playing around with color pencils from one of those 90s Amazing Spider-Man comic books. It's inspired by like Todd McFarlane and I believe John Romita Sr., because those are one of my top 2 favorite Spider-Man artists of all time. This page right here is just, again, playing with colors, blending, playing with Sharpies, my notes about Sharpies, how I can layer it, 2 tones, using Bulbasaur as an example, and just pretty much doing a sketch with Bulbasaur inking it and then coloring them in with just Sharpie markers. This piece is really cool. This is Superman and Wonder Woman, and these are actually a set of 2 pieces that I did, and these are actually first drafts for a commission that I did for a guy in California who was a big fan of Superman and Wonder Woman. This is one of the drafts that I taped to my sketchbook because I really liked it and I don't want to lose it. And I think for the first time I did a really good job at like coloring with like comic art, and this is one of my first like really good pieces with my Ohuhu markers. And then this is the other draft, which is a vertical that I did with also Ohuhu markers that I'm really proud of. Actually, my test drawing is not that one, not this one, but the actual another draft that I was doing I did with my Ohuhu markers, which is also in the video description, and I was testing them out. This here is mostly working with color pencils and mixing it with markers because I was trying to find a consistent, easy style, and I really do like the combination of color pencils and markers and just wet-based mediums mixing with dry-based mediums. And these are my Ohuhu marker swatches that is also featured in my Ohuhu marker video review. And just me playing around making a really shitty looking color wheel. And this is actually the very, very first thing I ever drew and colored in with those Ohuhu markers. Like those other drawings that you've seen, those have been drawn later. And I usually go back and forth with my sketchbooks. I don't really like draw one page after the other page after the other page. I like to mix it up. Nothing here. Again, mixing around with Ohuhu markers and color pencils. A lady reference that I saw on Pinterest. Manga girl done with Ohuhu markers completely in ink. I started to like find my groove with them and started to really like them. Like, I really recommend them to you. They're cheap, they're affordable, they're amazing to experiment with, and you can just get a lot of counts. This is actually on my YouTube right now with a fidget spinner when those were popular, like Sonic with imitating running with the fidget spinner, which is pretty fun. This is actually one of my drafts for one of my famous illustrations that I've done over the past couple of months and years. I actually tried to just draft it by hand because when I originally made it, I made it completely digital, and it's actually on my wall right now. Oh wait, it's way too dark for you guys to see, but yeah. And this is actually from my 3 marker challenge, oh hoo hoo marker video that's on YouTube that actually got some nice reviews. It was a drawing of a girl looking a little stylish, quick doodle. More practice with the hoo hoo markers and just getting used to the colors and the style. Can't really see it, but it's a girl with a ribbon and long hair. I feel like I really started to come into my own using these markers, and I'm really proud of the stuff that I've done in here, even if it's just quick stuff. I could fill the pages up more, but again, it's a sketchbook. It's mostly made for experimentation and fun. Sorry guys, my actual battery died in this camera. It's one thing about using cameras with batteries, they eat them really fast. This drawing is actually up on YouTube right now, just uploaded this past Saturday, and it's a draw with me. Let's draw Sonic the Hedgehog from complete start to finish. This is actually draft 6 of a series of drawings that I've been doing. That's going to finalize into one really nice illustration on watercolor paper. And this is more so just practicing where I was going to put the stars, getting the thud motion effect more closer, and just having Sonic move more fluidly. And I believe we're almost at the end of this sketchbook, because I remember drawing this today. Mouse Club Worldwide with Mickey Mouse skull, some spades, and the Bullet Club plus Disney equals awesome. I'm a big wrestling fan, as well as I'm a big cartoon and comics fan. So if I can have a chance to mix both worlds, I will. And this is the final illustration finished, digitally done with Photoshop and Canva. Awesome. Mouse Club Worldwide, Mickey Mouse with the skull and the 2 famous mouse gloves. Looking really awesome with the Kingdom Hearts crowns. I really like this illustration. I think I'm going to sell it. And that's about it. And some random drawings. This is actually a fun drawing. This was done in like 1 minute. This was like a 1-minute challenge. I had to draw as fast as I possibly could within 1 minute. I was doing it with a friend. I believe the drawings on the back are just quick minute challenges that I've done when my friends are over. Yep, these are done in like 1 minute flat time each. And that's about it. That's my sketchbook. Thank you guys for watching. It was really fun to do. I finally got to fill it up. I'm currently working on my tan sketchbook, and that's about to be finished maybe by Tuesday. Right now with that, I'm working on just the Little Mermaid storyboards from start to finish in terms of the Ursula song, Poor Unfortunate Souls. So that's been taking up my time. But yeah, I enjoy doing work in the sketchbook and just getting ideas across and just drawing for fun. This was just mostly doodling to pass the time. Nothing too serious, but funner ideas and stuff that's been on YouTube. So with that being said, thank you guys for following. My Day 1 Edition subscribers, you mean the world to me. Thank you guys for commenting and always watching my videos. And for the new people that come here, thank you guys for watching. And this is a lot of what I do. Sketchbook reviews, art material reviews, sketchbook tours, and just me drawing and doing fun stuff that deals with me teaching art and what I've learned with art. Because, we all grow when we experience and share the things that we do. So with that being said, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys down the road in the future.